Anyway, I was in family court last week. I was attending a bitter divorce battle between Helen and her lumpy, dumpy, grumpy, bumpy ex-husband, who made the mistake of trying to play tough guy with me. And before we released the title cuts off the Sammy Can album, I thought I'd just do a little musical interlude of what happened. Goes like this. I think I've seen you somewhere. I remember. In court that day, put in your place. I recognize your lumpy face. You got the wrong fog copper. I wouldn't threaten him, and I never did those goofy things, 'cause I'd be too afraid. But Sam, the cops were there, and they heard you threaten him. You stood short by his side, and yet you deny. I tell ya, I would never ever fight him. But I saw you too. The goof looked just like you. I won't fight him. Anyway, I was at divorce court last week, where my sweetheart Helen is fighting a bitter divorce battle with her lumpy, dumpy, grumpy, bumpy ex-husband, the Sammy man. And he's just such a loser because he made the mistake of threatening me. And he's really a loser to do that. He just doesn't know how much of a loser he is. So, just to point it out to him, I'm going to play a song for him. I think I've seen you somewhere. I remember. You were in court that day. You got put in your place. I recognize your lumpy face. You got the wrong fog officer. 'Cause I wouldn't threaten him, and I never did those goofy things, 'cause I'd be too afraid. But Sam, the guards were there, and they saw you mouth him. You stood short by his side. You wimp, you deny. I tell ya, I would never try to fight him. But I saw you too. The goof looked just like you. I won't fight him. Well, anyway, I was in divorce court on duty there last week with Miss Helen, and she's fighting a bitter divorce battle with her lumpy, dumpy, grumpy, gimpy, wimpy ex-husband, foggy man. And before the Sammy Man album comes out, or at least before the title cuts release, I just thought that I'd have a little prelude for you. It's called Sammy's Denial. I think I've seen you somewhere. I remember. At court that day, you got put in your place. I recognize your lumpy face. You got the wrong frog copper. I don't know him, and I never said those threatening things, 'cause I'd be too afraid. But Sam, the guards were there, and they saw you threaten him. You stood short by his side, yet you wimp, you deny. I tell ya, I would never ever touch him. But I saw you too. The goof looked just like you. I won't fight him.